Hiatuses fucking suck eggs. Well, time to try to revive this dead channel. Sorry, I had to clean the cobwebs out a bit. See, while I was real life working, I came across this really interesting anime. It's called Dropkick on My Devil, and I figured that now's a perfect time to revive myself and talk about this little known anime. It's a slice of life anime, and let's get this out of the way first. This intro theme song is freaking amazing. I want to redo my top 10 anime themes one day, and this will damn sure make the list. Major point towards it is that every main character actually sings parts of the intro, and man, it elevates it into something special. Anyway, this anime comes straight from Flex Comics. Nope, never heard of them. And ran for 9 volumes between 2012 and apparently it's still going to this day. The plot of this slice of life anime is that Yurine, a college student who loves gatita stuffs, says a spell. I think it's something like Nazas Zazas Zazas, or as the theme song said, Zazas Zazas Nadasuna Zazas. In doing so, she summons a demon named Jashin. Alright, now to get into the characters a bit more in depth, but before I do so, a little warning. Not only for spoilers, which there will be slight spoilers, but for at least the first 3 episodes, there's a good deal of blood. But it's not gory levels of violent. For example, you see one character slice off another's hand, but that hand turns into a bit of fried food for one of the other characters to eat. As such, the censorship is shockingly cleverly used for some pretty good comedy. Think of an itchy and scratchy skit from The Simpsons, except done in anime form. Hanazono Yurine is, as mentioned earlier, a goth girl that dabbles in dark magic. She does seem to be a bit of a closed-hearted person, but this is merely surface level, as she's very kind and helpful to those she considers her friends, including the fallen angel Piccola, who we'll get into in a bit. However, she's also very short-tempered when it comes to said demon Jashin, and as such, her cruelty can know no bounds at times. And Jashin is a bitch. She is the bitchiest bitch in all of bitchdom. As such, it brings me some sadistic joy to reveal that she is the target of all the bloodshed in the series. Let me explain. She is a perpetually, but not gratuitously, topless Lamia who is doing everything she can to return to hell after Yurine had summoned her, as there's only 2 ways back: Yurine reciting the correct spell, which she does not know, or Jashin killing Yurine. And she tries to kill Yurine a lot. But, and this is where I give this anime my personal seal of approval, the chemistry between these two. The bitch with a capital cunt Jashin, and the completely deadpan Yurine is amazing. Also, don't feel too bad for Jashin. While Yurine constantly carves her up like a holiday turkey every time she fails miserably to kill her, Jashin has a powerful regenerating ability, which makes her injuries more or less non-fatal. Okay, so I get that a good few people may actually pass on this show because of that. But I implore you, there's 3 more characters that I need to mention, and they make this anime more than memorable. Yurine and Jashin's antics brought it to second base, but Medusa, Minos, and Peccola bring it home. Medusa is... okay, first off, she's absolutely adorable. How the hell can you look at this face and not say otherwise? She's essentially the cute, sensitive one of the group, though throughout the series, she does grow a bit of a backbone. And yes, she's called Medusa because she turns humans to stone just by looking at them. Why doesn't she turn Yurine to stone? Well, that's actually a problem that I intend to bring up after I finish the main characters. One other detail that can be seen as a problem though, and I'm gonna get flack for this, I just don't. See, Medusa is actually in a relationship with Jashin. For a long while, yeah, it plays out like an emotionally abusive and manipulative relationship, but as the characters grow, as Medusa grows a spine and Jashin learns that being Queen Bee isn't always a great thing, you see their relationship grow too. Overall, yeah, Medusa is a total sweetheart. Minos, first off, I love her design. It is an awesome design and you'll never convince me otherwise. She's a very happy demon. She's happy to be alive, glad to work. She's just a very cheerful gal to hang out with. And she even gets a segment in an episode detailing a normal day for her. It's not much, but it shows what kind of a person she is. I think she works like 3 jobs, finds time to play soccer with the neighborhood kids, she knocks back a cold one after that and then crashes out ready to do it all again the next day. She's also a friend of Urine and Jashin's. She lives next door to them. Oh shit, yeah, I almost forgot to say, due to Urine summoning Jashin, that means that they have to live together, odd couple style. Completely forgot to mention that, back to Minos. She's good friends with the two. But when Jashin tries to pipe up, she's not afraid to physically shut her the fuck down. Finally, there's the absolutely hapless Pekkala. Out of all the characters, Pekkala has it the worst. She's a fallen angel, looking for her halo, which is the source of her immortality. She's also constantly on the verge of starving to death and usually walks around looking like her little stomach is always trying to eat itself. Now, she's not as close a friend to Urine or Jashin, though Urine takes great pity on her and her position. She's also homeless. While Pekkala knows that she has to eventually kill Urine and Jashin, apparently it's in her nature, I don't entirely understand it to be quite honest, she's also not going to turn down a meal. Things get even worse for her when her former subordinate, Poporo, finally tracks her down and tries to murder her. If it wasn't for Jashin, shockingly, she'd be pushing up daisies. That's really all the characters worth mentioning. Now, what's the biggest actual issue I have? Well, it's mostly in regards to the adaptation process. You see, in the manga, it's revealed that Urine predicted that this was a ploy by Jashin to have Little Miss Deadpan inexplicably turned into stone, so she bought an enchanted bracelet. And then we have the first skit of the entire series, the very first opening image of the series. I went to this anime completely blind, and there all the main characters were. You see, the anime expected me to have read the manga before I watched it. I didn't. As you probably guess, I didn't care because I grew to love them. But I'll admit, I was a bit confused. This is because the manga took its time to introduce the side characters. It introduced both Urine and Jashin right from the start, waited a few chapters to introduce Medusa, and then waited a long while before introducing Pekkala and Minos. So, with that said, do I recommend it? Depends. Look, you may need to read the manga first, which, it's freaking free. What's not free, unless you naughties go to watch it on pirated ways, is Amazon Prime. It's an Amazon Prime exclusive. Why? Beats the hell out of me, but if you can find other reasons to get Amazon Prime, I say go for it. It's a great anime. Alright, got a video made for the new year. Let's see if I can keep this thing up. If you enjoyed this review, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't like me, well, hell, flip me off for all I care. I won't be able to see you if you did. Doodles!